Relationship, answering the questions.
Number 1. In regards to your best friend, how did you two meet each other?
My best friend and I, we met each other at work.
Number 2. Do you think love at first sight is real? Why or why not?
I think that love at first sight is real. I have experienced it myself.
Number 3. When was the time you were head over heels in love with someone?
It was a long time ago when I was head over heels in love with the best man ever.
Number 4. Who was the last person you were in a relationship with?
The last person I was in a relationship with was my ex-boyfriend, and we have broken up recently, not so long ago.
Number 5. Why do people fall in love?
Well, some people say that it's just chemistry, hormones, and so on. That's how we fall in love. I think that feelings and emotions are usually involved when you have a lot in common with another person, or you really like another person, there is an affection.
Number 6. When was the last time you had a crush on somebody?
The last time I had a crush on somebody was a long time ago, maybe 10 years ago.
Number 7. How does a person hit on somebody?
Well, how can a person hit on somebody? Sometimes you just meet another person and that's it. It's just like craziness about that person.
Number 8. What is one way a person can ask somebody out?
Well, it is quite easy. You can suggest to go to the cinema together, and that's how you ask somebody out.
Number 9. When was the last time you went out with somebody?
The last time I went out with somebody was maybe 6 months ago.
Number 10. Where would you like to go on a date?
I would like to go to India. It would be the best date ever.
Number 11. What is the longest you've dated somebody?
The longest period I've dated somebody lasted 5 years.
Number 12. Would you rather be exclusively dating or just seeing somebody?
I would rather be exclusively dating, because I hate a relationship when there are no strings attached. I think it's irresponsible and disgusting.
Number 13. Why is it important to you to have a lot in common with your significant other?
I think that it is important, really important, to have a lot in common, because if you want to start a family, you should have the same opinions about raising children, about finance, about household chores, and so on. It is very important.
Number 14. What type of personalities do you get along with?
I think I get along with people who have a good sense of humor and who are polite and nice and kind, especially kind to each other and to other people.
Number 15. Why do some people want a no strings attached type of relationship?
Well, some people are just maybe irresponsible, or they are afraid of taking this responsibility. That's why they want no strings attached relationship. Or maybe, I don't know, they had some traumatic experience and that's why they are afraid to fall in love.
Number 16. Why do you think some husbands are tied to their wives' apron strings?
Well, I think that weak men are tied to wives' apron strings.
Number 17. Why do you think making love is an important part of a relationship?
Well, making love is a very important part of a relationship because it helps you to express your feelings. It helps you to stay healthy because it is really necessary for your health, first of all, and for healthy relationship, for psychological climate, if we can say so.
Number 18. When do you feel it is a good time to get married to somebody?
I think that there is no time limit when you want to get married. If two people love each other, if they are adults, and if they are responsible enough and adequate, why not?
Number 19. At what age did your mother get pregnant with you?
My mother got pregnant when she was 21.
Number 20. At what age do you think it's acceptable to have a baby?
I think it's acceptable to have a baby when you are over 18.
Number 21. What do you think is the hardest part about long-distance relationships?
The hardest part is about the long distance relationship is that you can't see another person for real. You can't touch him or her. You can't spend time together. You can't make love. Well, actually, you can using some stuff like Skype and so on, but it's not like real. Yeah.
Number 22. Would you prefer to be in a relationship or married before starting a family?
Of course, I would prefer to be in a relationship before starting a family.
Number 23. After how long do you think it is acceptable to move in with somebody?
I think that it is acceptable to move in with somebody at any time. I know the example when two people have been acquainted just for one day and they moved in the next day. And now they're still together and they have been married for 10 years. So it depends. It really depends on the situation. Sometimes you meet a person and you realize that you were meant for each other. And sometimes you can wait for, I don't know, a year and then bumps. You realize that this person is cheating on you or is lying to you. It depends. It really depends on the situation and on a person.
Number 24. Why do couples drift apart from one another?
Well, couples drift apart from one another when there are some problems in their relationship. Maybe it is cheating, maybe something else.
Number 25. How does it feel to break somebody's heart?
It feels awful when you break somebody's heart. I think that when you break somebody's heart, you break your own heart too.
Number 26. Why do some couples get back together after years apart?
Well, sometimes some people can realize that they had made a huge mistake and they want to make up for it for all those years, and when they meet each other again, they feel the same feeling of affection and love, and that's why they decide to reunite again.
Number 27. What do you think about unrequited love?
I think that there is no such thing as unrequited love. Just sometimes you have the wrong mindset. Maybe you're not confident enough or something, and that's why you choose the type of person who would never love you the way you do. So you should only work on your own confidence, on your own feelings, and you should love yourself. If you love and respect yourself, you will never be in a relationship with a person who doesn't love you and doesn't respect you.
Number 28. Why is it unacceptable to cheat on somebody?
Well, it is unacceptable to cheat on somebody because it is unfair. You have made a promise to stay together, to have exclusive relationship only with this person, or maybe this person trusted you. It's just a matter of trust, actually, and responsibility.
Number 29. Why do some people have affairs?
Well, some people have affairs because it seems to them that their own marriage or a relationship is too boring. They know everything about their partner. There is nothing new, and that's it. I think that they are just too lazy and too weak to work on their relationship. Because a relationship, it's not just the feeling, it's about working on it.
Number 30. What is one reason to break up with somebody?
Well, one of the reasons to break up with somebody might be cheating.
What is one reason to split up with somebody?
So the same one reason to split up with somebody might be his or her dishonest behavior, not only cheating, I mean, but also maybe lying about something.
Number 31. Why do couples sometimes get into fights?
Some couples get into fights because they can't control their emotions.
Number 32. Who was the last person you fell out with?
The last person I fell out with was my ex-boyfriend.
Number 33. Why is it important to make up with somebody?
I think it's important to make up with somebody because you don't need those negative emotions. That's why you should make up. You should apologize sometimes. Sometimes you should find a compromise. Not always, but sometimes.
Number 34. What is one reason to be mad at somebody?
Well, the reason to be mad at somebody for me is when a person breaks his or her promise.
Number 35. Do you think divorce is acceptable or unacceptable?
I think that sometimes, in some cases, divorce is the only way to help each other, to free each other. Because sometimes it's better to get divorced than to have family violence, for example, and to have children watching this. Sometimes it is better to go your separate ways.